What's up guys, and welcome back to the AD Academy. Now, before starting off this video, I want to give you guys an update about the challenge I did where I have been coaching myself from bronze to diamond. I finished the series off with a win percentage of 61% and reached diamond with 4 days to spare. Now, this is actually pretty good. Considering that I actually did it because I felt like I was underperforming. I'm pretty happy with this result. Now, for season 11, a lot of changes. There's a lot of new items, and yeah, AD carry is gonna be a whole different scenario, in my opinion. Now, I'm gonna change my my champion pool for this season. And I am gonna play, as you can see here, I'm gonna play Lucian, Kog'Maw, and Kai'Sa. At least for now, because I mean a lot can change during preseason, and maybe those three champions will get gutted in a patch or two. But yeah, I've seen some potential in those three champions. I unfortunately will not be playing Draven as much, although he's my all-time favorite champion. But why not Draven? That's just because I don't see any good synergy with any of the mythic items, and he just doesn't do any damage anymore, which should be his USP. I mean, look at this tweet from Pornstar Zillion. He's one of the best AD carry, best Draven mains out there. He tweeted a picture where he was full build, and he did a crit auto attack with less than 600 damage while being level 18, full build, and with 30 minutes of Gathering Storm. So yeah, I think Draven is probably one of the worst AD carries at the moment, which is pretty sad, so that's why he's not in my champion pool. So let's explain why I picked these three. So let's start off with Lucian. I picked Lucian because he has insane synergy with Gale Force and Knavery Quick Blades. Those are two new items, so what do those items do? Let's see. So Gale Force gives attack damage, attack speed, and crit chance, but it's all about the active actually. So the active says that you dash in a target direction, firing 3 missiles at the lowest health enemy near your destination. And it deals magic damage and increased against low health targets. So it's kind of an execute active where you dash in a direction. Now this is pretty good because Lucian already has a dash. I mean, Gale Force would be an item actually for immobile AD carries, but I feel like it has insane energy with Lucian because his E is already a dash, so people won't really expect you to dash a second time. Secondly, this item has a mythic passive because it's a mythic item. It grants all other legendary items 3% movement speed. So this is always nice to have as any AD carry at all. So this is probably your first item as Lucian. You want to rush this as soon as possible. Then the second item will probably be Knavery Quick Blades. Knavery Quick Blades also gives you AD, crit chance, and ability haste. Ability haste is actually kind of the new name for cooldown reduction. So it gives ability haste, and it also says that critical strikes with attacks reduce your non-ultimate ability cooldowns by 20% of their remaining cooldown. So this is actually pretty good for Lucian because his passive already reduces cooldowns of his E, and when you critically strike, it can also reduce your E cooldown by 20%. So this is kind of a good synergy. Along with Essence Reaver, we have the new Essence Reaver. It's changed. It doesn't really give mana per auto attack hit anymore. Now it's actually built out of Sheen. So now Essence Reaver also has the passive of dealing bonus damage after using an ability. So this is all. These are the core items for Lucian, all pretty good. Then you've got situational items. I do have to test them out, which are actually the best. But I would probably guess that Blade of the Ruined King is probably one of the best in this situation. Maybe Phantom Dancer as well, and to finish it off, Infinity Edge. But you might also need like Guardian Angel. You might need some more lifesteal than you get from the Blade of the Ruined King. You might need some tank shredding, so Lord Dominic's might be useful there. You might need some anti-heal. It's all situational here. And then we've got this item. I'm not gonna try and pronounce it because I'm gonna fail miserably anyway, but it gives AD, armor pen, ability haste, and then it damaging abilities slow enemies by 30% for 1 second. So yeah, it might be a good situational item on Lucian. Let's see what it takes him. Okay, so then we've got the boots. Yeah, you might want to go for berserkers or plated steel caps, but I've just put all of them in there just in case. So yeah, that's it for Lucian. That's the first one in my champion pool for this season. Then we've got Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw has been one of my all-time favorite AD carries, and unfortunately he's never been really good unless you have a Lulu support. But this season, for some reason, I see potential. And why? That's because there's a huge synergy between Kraken Slayer and Rageblade. And especially along with his kit, of course. So, Kraken Slayer, that's another new item. It's a mythic item. What does it do? It gives AD, attack speed, crit chance, so all the things Kog'Maw really needs. But then the most important thing is every third attack deals an additional, like 80 plus 30% bonus attack damage. But the true damage part is important. So every third attack deals an additional true damage. And then we've got the mythic passive, grants all other legendary items 10% attack speed. So we've got Kraken Slayer and then Ginsu's, the Rage Blade. What does it do? Crit chance, attack speed. And now it attacks apply 50 physical damage on hit per 20% of your crit chance, but you can no longer critically strike. That doesn't really matter because chances are high you're not gonna go Infinity Edge anyway. You're not really going crit build. Kog'Maw has always been about the on-hit damage. And then the second passive is really important. Every third attack applies your on-hit effects twice. But the thing is, Kraken Slayer has an on-hit effect. It's the third attack. It deals true damage, so that's an on-hit effect. And if that triggers twice, along with other items like Runans, like Blade of the Ruined King, Wit's End, and then if you can combine it with your W and Lulu, then I think Kog'Maw will be a monster in Season 11. But yeah, let's see where it takes him. These are the situational items like Blade of the Ruined King, Wit's End, all pretty standard. You've got GA for survivability, the QSS item, then anti-heal, and for tank shredding you've got Lord Dominic's. Although you've already got Kraken Slayer, I don't think you're gonna need Lord Dominic's in 90% of your games. And just because I'm curious, I haven't tested it out, I've put this item here as well. Then for boots, 90% of the time you're probably gonna want to go Berserker's Greaves. If not, maybe the plated steel caps. Yeah, it's all just situational. So that's it for Kog'Maw. Let's go to the last one, and that's Kai'Sa. Why did I pick Kai'Sa? That's because Kai'Sa is probably one of the most adaptable AD carry champions in the game. I've seen her played with crit build, AP builds, on-hit builds, but for this season she seems to be having success with lethality. So which item would be the core item? It's only one actually, and that's Eclipse. Another mythic item, gives AD, lethality, and omnivamp. And for the passive, hitting a champion with 2 separate attacks or abilities within 1.5 seconds deals an additional 8% max health physical damage, grants you 30% movement speed, and a shield for 2 seconds. So that's a lot, and that's all great for Kai'Sa, especially like the shield in synergy with her ultimate. She's got a lot of survivability then, along with the Omnivamp, of course. So yeah, the mythic passive is grants all other legendary items 4% armor penetration. So that's always nice to have as any AD carry. The rest of the items are situational here. That's because I don't really know yet what the best build would be, but I would probably go for Nashor's to second, and then maybe Lichbane, or you can also like remove Lichbane entirely from the build and go for Serpent's Fang if they have a lot of shielding champions like Lulu or Karma or Janna. You might want to go Collector for like the extra raw damage, lethality, and if you're gonna execute champions, you get extra gold, so that's always nice. I've got this item here as well for Kai'Sa 2 for, yeah, like the slow. It's always useful. Runons for the attack speed, and if you need the AoE damage, if you gonna have a lot of tanks in the enemy team, you want to hit them all at the same time, then that's the item for you. You've got the Chainsword here for anti-heal. It's not the Mortal Reminder, but this is actually kind of the same. It gives you more health. So this is a kind of tankier item. You've got Mercurial Scimitar for like the QSS thing, getting out of CC. Lord Dominic's, all standard. It's actually just about these 4 items, or 5 items, or 6. Like all the damaging items, I don't know yet what the best build would be, but the core item would be Eclipse. So yeah, I'm very curious where it would take these 3 champions and all other AD carry champions. Yeah, so I might change my champion pool if any of these champions get gutted or just don't seem to work. But for now, this is my champion pool. Let me know what you think of it and what your champion pool is and why. If you like this video, please subscribe, hit that like button, share it with your friends, your pets, your family, anyone you know. Let them know I exist, and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Cheers.